Hey, this is Fox from InfernoFox Gaming. So the Christmas season, of course, was very busy for me, as it was, I'm sure, for you guys. And with Christmas comes a lot of great pickups. And if you like pickups and retro games as well as RPGs and Nintendo content, make sure that you click like, hit that subscribe button, and ring the bell for notifications. But let's get right down to it. I want to go over, instead of the great Christmas stuff, let's go over some of the more standard pickups that we had in the last month or two. Because last time that I had shown you guys pickups, it was back in November. So make sure to check out that video. I will put it in a link for that in the description below. I also received the first four figures Dash Attack Alucard statue within the last week or so. I also created a separate unboxing video for that. So again, link in the description. If you want to see that, check that out as well. But for standard pickups, got a few really good entries here. And we'll start off with Tetris Effect Connected. So I am the goofball that has to double dip, and I already have this for the PS4, but this was an additional copy that Limited Run Games had allocated additional physicals for VGP.ca. Love VGP.ca. I get a lot of games from them. They ship pretty quick. Free shipping if it's over, I think, $50 Canadian or something, because it's a Canadian retailer. But as you can see, this is a North American ESRB, so it is a fully North American game, fully English, no issues or anything like that. I know that everything's all region free, but whatever. Love Tetris Effect. It was an excellent Tetris game, even with all the VR bojazz. And it was a Nintendo Switch. There is no VR for Nintendo Switch, not counting Labo. But really glad to have a copy of this. The next pickup is Emio, the Smiling Man. So this was a pickup that Paige, aka FemTrooper, had recommended, and I don't normally go for the visual novels, but I have a feeling this is going to be a rare Nintendo Switch game. I believe my buddy Paul at 90s Handheld Gamer also made a video saying that as well. Make sure you check out his as well as FemTrooper's content. Links in the description below. This is really an interesting premise. This didn't end up being like a horror game that Nintendo had advertised it sort of to be, at least the whole marketing train in 2024. But still, it looks interesting. I like to see the continuation of the Famicom Detective Club. I know they remastered the OG versions of the Famicom Detective Club. Really wish they do a physical of that, but hey, at least I've got this. The next one I've got is World of Goo 2. Never played the first one. I believe I've heard good things about it. Figured that this would be great to have a physical copy of. And this is another one of those, hey, this is on sale for a really good deal. Couldn't miss or pass that up. So I wanted to go ahead and snag that. If you guys like World of Goo, let me know in the comments section below your thoughts about this game and when/if I should crack this bad boy open. Next up is a sort of a dedication to my buddy Astromedes, who's on the InfernoCast. That is Darkest Dungeon 2. And this entry, Astromedes has played a ton on his PC Steam. And he has said nothing but good things on the InfernoCast about it. So, I'm pretty curious about it. It was a little pricey, not like Inscription pricey, but it was a little pricey. I think I did manage to get this on sale, but I couldn't miss this. Because, again, the physical copy, and from everything Astromedes said, I know it's a roguelike, but looking forward to check this out. So glad to have this physically. The next pickup is one that, again, couldn't miss out on because it made such a big splash in 2024. That is Black Myth Wukong. And okay, so I didn't technically get this on sale. This was thanks to some Amazon gift cards that my fantastic in-laws got me. So thank you so much for that. I really appreciate it. This is a physical that I definitely had to get because it was going to be digital only. And what did it sell? Like 20 million copies digitally? And then they finally did the physical. So I know this made the big splash, especially in China. Well, what a big surprise. It's a Chinese sort of myth or fable that this is based on. But really curious to be able to check this out. I think this is like an action game. Not a Souls-like. Everybody likes to spout the Souls-like name or genre type, as it were, but it looked fun. I'm really glad to have this. And the last pickup that is something that I actually got versus was gifted is Ys 3 Oath in Felghana, the Switch Collector's Edition. And this is the physical of the game. It's great. It's got a CD of the album, a couple little standees, and like a couple little posters. That's fine. It's not bad for being a collector's edition. This is my favorite Ys game of all time. I have played through the entire series, the newest iterations of each of the games, of course. I did play the game that this was based on, Ys 3 Wanderers from Ys, with my older brother when we were kids on the Super Nintendo. Gameplay on that's a little painful, but the soundtrack was absolutely fantastic. This takes that game and makes the gameplay something more akin to like how Crystallis sort of plays, with some Metroidvania elements, and it just works and makes it such a better product. And while they're improving the gameplay just as much, the soundtrack that I said was an absolute baller. They also improved the quality on that. Absolutely fantastic guitar work and the whole metal sound with this game. Cannot recommend it enough. If you're interested in this is available on the Nintendo Switch and the PlayStation 4 and 5. Sorry, cats are not available. This cat is mine. Maybe you can go to your local adoption center. You can't have this one. So as I'm going to enjoy this, she's going to enjoy my hair, and let's move on to the next game. And these next pickups are actually the Christmas gifts that I got. And these are really great things from my best friend. He got me this little Lego Link. I'm not into Lego, and of course he knew that, but you can't miss with Lego Link. And yeah, I know the Lego sets are like $200-300 each. I have no room to put any of the Lego stuff up and put them anywhere. And honestly, I don't like the Lego aesthetic, but you can't go wrong with this little Link guy here. And speaking of Link, we also have this fantastic poster that my best friend Mobster got me. And it definitely very nice with all the different Links from all the generations. This is still pretty cool. A picture. I don't know where I'm going to put it, at least not yet, but I can figure that out. So that's the non-video game pickups. For the video game pickups, I do have to say I gave both my best friend Mobster, him and his family, my Christmas list as well as my in-laws, and they killed it. They absolutely did such a fantastic job in like nailing all the big wants or requests that I had on my list. And you guys are going to see that I had some pretty big asks, and they delivered and then some. So first we have Shin Megami Tensei 5 Vengeance. Now I have the physical of the non-Vengeance, the OG one, Shin Megami Tensei 5. This is really cool to have because I've got all the Shin Megami Tensei games that are available physically on the Switch. Thank you so much for my best friend's family, the Mobster's family, for giving me this. Definitely really happy to have that. For the Switch, I also got Super Mario Party Jamboree. This is the newest Super Mario Party. I've heard nothing but good things about this. This kind of seems like the perfect amalgamation of what Super Mario Party was. That was the first Super Mario Party on the Switch. And then also how Mario Party Superstars was, which was an excellent Mario Party game. So it's like they took what worked with Super Mario Party as well as what did with Mario Party Superstars. Bam. Mario Party Jamboree. Excited to be able to play this with some of my friends and family. So thank you so much again to my in-laws for this one. For the next one, we have Rise of the Ronin for the PS5. And this is sort of that Japanese action, like 3D action type of gameplay. Not really a Souls-like, because I know Sekiro is a Souls-like. There's no doubt about that, especially with how difficult that is. I've heard not mixed things about this, but honestly, I really don't care. I liked the gameplay loop and what was shown off, especially in the trailers. So it'll be really fun to be able to break this out. And speaking of mixed things, I also got Visions of Mana. I've heard some people say that Act 1 and Act 3 is fantastic on this. Act 2 runs a little slow. But, I mean, come on, this is a new mainline mana game. You can't go wrong with that. Super excited that we even got this. Sad to hear that the studio that I know Square Enix released this, but it's sad that the studio that made Visions of Mana ended up getting dissolved almost like a couple months after this got released, because this is really a beautiful looking game. And I personally am excited to be able to jump in, especially if it's anything like the Trials of Mana remake, kind of like how it was looking. So, because that was a lot of fun. And you can't go wrong with this next one, especially with it being the game of the year, Astrobot. I mean, I haven't played anything Astrobot related up to and including Astro's Playroom that came with the PS5 free. Never touched it, never played it. I will admit, I have no love for the Sony brand or anything like that. I've had Sony systems since the PS2, and they're fine. But the fact that this is a love letter for the Sony name and brands and all the games that have been in it for those that do love the Sony brand is awesome. It's amazing. I love that they took what really worked so well in like the Mario games, and they even admitted it when the team had come up to accept the Game of the Year award. They even admitted like they took a lot of elements from the Mario games, but if it's not broken, why fix it? Again, really looking forward to playing this, especially because, you know, I love these 3D platformers. They are a ton of fun. And then next up that I also got is for the PS5, Sonic Across Shadow Generations. And I really enjoyed the OG, the Sonic Generations on the PS3. It was a lot of fun, really good. For a 3D Sonic game, it was one of the better ones, because 3D Sonic, it's kind of hit or miss. But this looks like it's going to be really good. I'm not really in love with the Shadow character. I have nothing against Shadow. I did see the third Sonic movie, and I thought that was really good. But, you know, it's not anything like, oh my gosh, it's Shadow. He's so cool, blah, blah, blah. He's fine. I grew up with Sonic the Hedgehog, so that's whom I like and prefer. And that's what we really get. We got three super cool hedgehogs. The gameplay itself, from when I played it, like the OG Sonic Generations, like 15 years ago? God, I'm old. It was still a lot of fun, and I'm looking forward to how this, as well as the Shadow portion of the game, will play. And then what was the #1 game on my list for Christmas? And this was something that my in-laws got me. They nailed it. I am so glad that they were able to get this for me, and that is going to be Metaphor ReFantazio. And this, of course, is an Atlas game. It from what I've heard, it plays like the Persona games, but is fortunately not set in high school. So, because sometimes that can be a little played out. But again, when you play a Persona game, you kind of know what you're expecting. That's not where this is set at. I think it's like a medieval setting and everything. I've heard that there's a lot of really interesting and fun themes with this. I'm really looking forward to diving in with that. I am still in the middle of my playthrough of Fantasian. That is running a little slow. Once I'm done with that, I'm going to take a break from the JRPGs, jump into this guy. This is not going to be so long. It's probably going to be like, 12 hours is what I've heard. When I'm done with that, it's going to be Metaphor time. And then that'll probably be a good, month and a half, 2 months of my time. So really excited to be able to play Metaphor. Thank you so much again to both Mobster and his family, as well as my in-laws. You guys killed it for me for Christmas. I know that I can not only speak for myself, but also for my partner, Jamie Owls. She really appreciated everything that she got as well. So we are just super grateful. And let me know in the comments section below what you got for the Christmas holiday, or what kind of pickups did you get? One of the things that I got from Mobster's family was a little bit of extra cash to be able to spend, and I did spend it on video games. Nothing I'm going to present here. I'm saving that for a separate series that I'm going to be sharing with you guys. So a little bit of a hint, we're going to be It's going to be a little bit of a callback to my childhood, and it's going to fill the blank shelves that you see here. So if you like what you see, again, make sure you like, hit subscribe, ring that bell for notifications. Y'all know the deal. And thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.